Yes po, sir. Good morning po.
Ganda naman. Ganda naman. Okay. Others po, naririnig ako? Audible ba ako?
Yes po, sir.
Could you kindly open your camera so that I can see each one of you? Before we tayo mag-start, kumustahin ko muna kayo. Kumusta ba kayo? Ay, napakatagal na panahon na hindi tayo nag-meet. Kumusta kayo? Mas miss ka na daw na. Yung iba, kamusta kayo? Atin ba kayo mamaya nung event ng ME? Attend ba kayo? Hindi. Sabi pa naman ni Mig, "Sir, pwede ka pong agahan natin kasi a-attend po kami." Where's Adham? How are you?
Morning, sir. I'm fine.
How's your life?
Good, sir.
How about your love life?
Boring, sir.
Oh, why? Are you feeling right now like a broken hearted? Or are you happy?
None, sir. Not broken-hearted. Normal. It's okay.
Normal means happy. In the Philippines, when we say normal, it's happy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Lazel, happy daw siya.
Good for him po.
Good for him. Sige na. Meron pa ditong sasayaw? Ay, wala, Kasi nagka-practice. Tama ba ako? May magdi-defense later? Feeling ko ay hindi, sa ibang section pa. Siya na magdi-defense bukas. Meron. Kayo ba, Dave? Kailan ka magdi-defense? Akala ko ba this week? Okay. O bakit tinatuloy? Ay, sayang. Okay lang yan. Sige na. Let's talk about chapter 6, all about comparing alternatives. Did you watch the video? The last video discussion? Kasi kapag di niya yung pinanood, hindi niya rin masasabi. Napanood niyo ba yung video natin? Did you watch it? Binatch niyo ba? Hindi nga. Kung di niyo pinanood, hindi niyo inaral, wala na. Hindi na kayo makakasunod dito. Okay? I would like to ask, inaral niyo ba yung yung video na pinasa ko? Kaya ayoko mag-send ng video discussion. Did you watch it? Oh, sagot kayo. Para alam ko lang. Sige, ako ang magtatawag kung ayaw niyong sumagot. Dave. Sino nagsabi ng yes? Sige si Dave. Yeah, Dave, I would like to ask, can you please give me the principle? Can you please explain to us what is the principle of getting the present work analysis or the present work method without looking at your notes? O sige, with looking, sige, kahit may notes. Sige nga, can you please explain to us what is the principle or could of how we can select or make a decision in a present work method? Go, Dave. Parindigan mo yung yes. Paano hindi mo naintindihan? Even if video yan, same lang din yan sa online. Pinagkaiba lang is that minomonitor ko kayo. Paano hindi nyo naiintindihan? Kasi pag di nyo naiintindihan, hindi nyo na ito masosolve. Paano tayo yan? Federico, ng Saliana. Where's Aliana? Tayo
Hello po,
makakapag...
sir.
Sige nga, paki-explain nga ako how can we make a decision in terms of a present work method? Hindi rin alam. Para tayo makakapag-solve dito ngayon. Kasi pag di nyo binasa yun, hindi nyo pinanood, wala. Hindi nyo rin maiintindihan. O Adham, where's Adham?
Hello, sir.
My question is, what are the considerations on how we can get the total annual cost or total annual expenses in terms of an annual work method? Did you watch the video?
About chapter 5?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What are the considerations on how we can get the total annual expenses considering an annual work method?
Total annual expenses.
Anyone here? What are the considerations on how we can get the total annual expenses or total annual cost of an annual work method? Ni isa walang nanood ng video. Nagbigay pa ako ng ng summarization na naka-PDF. Pinasa ba ng BOD niya? Yes or no? May pinasa bang mga file and picture ang inyong BOD para mas madali kayong mag-guide doon sa video discussion? Wala doon? Dave, Migs, Lazel, did you forward po?
Pinasa ko po, sir, sa GC.
Inaral niyo ba? Hindi rin? Ano tayo magsisimula dito? Sa comparing alternatives. Mangangapa na lang kayo. Ay sagot kayo para alam ko kung pinanood nyo nga or hindi. Lazel, did you watch the video?
Hindi po, sir. Kakalabas ko lang po ng hospital.
Okay, that's understood yun. O, nasan si Migs? Parang mga BOD. Nasan si Migs?
Hello,
Wala
sir.
dito? Did you watch the video?
Sir, di ko po napanood. Pero yung notes na sinend niyo po sa kay Brinaut po.
Sa ma-browse mo kung di mo pinanood. Hindi mo na naman naiintindihan. Yan ang gagawin natin dito. Paano ko tayo di-discuss nang hindi nyo pinanood yung last chapter? Kasi kasunod na tayo, ito na. Anong reason bakit hindi nyo napanood? Dumaan ng Holy Week, hindi nyo napanood? Di man lang sumagi sa isip nyo in 1 hour, in 2 hours, papanoodin ko. Hindi nyo tinira yun? O siya, sige ganito. Lazel, ikaw na lang mag-present ikaw ang mag-present ngayon and then papanoodin natin ng video. Okay kaya doon? Sige. Anyone here? Kindly present the video that I sent. And then sabay-sabay natin papanoodin. O aside from Lazel, wala yatang laptop needs. Or Dave, kindly share. Go. O be attentive ha. And I will ask questions. O be attentive lang, Dave, kasi you have to stop it when I ask question. Mag-skip muna tayo with
Sige nga,
chapter
anyone here?
4. Proceed, please raise your hand if you watch the video. Be honest ha. Sinong nag-watch ng video? Taas na ako ng kamay. Only 2, 3. So, I would like to ask first to Shay, ang kalikasan. If you, titingnan ko lang kung pag pinapanood ng mga bata yung video discussion, titingnan ko kung na-absorb. Sige nga, Shane, can you please give me or can you please explain to me on how we can get the total annual cost or total annual expenses in an annual worth method?
Ano po sir, yun pong total annual cost ay included po dun yung operation and maintenance, yun pong mga tax and insurance, tsaka po depreciation cost po.
And may isa ka pang kulang.
Interest on capital po.
Tamo, bakit alam ni Shane? Sige nga, Shane. Rate of return, how we can get the total annual expenses or total annual cost. Rate of return naman. Ano yung excluded na lang? Ano yung hindi kasama?
Wait lang po. Sa rate of return po sir, yun po yung net annual profit over first cost po.
Okay. Ano yung mga total annual cost?
Ang hindi po kasama sa rate of return ay interest on capital po.
Ibig sabihin, kapag pinanood niya nga yung video, kayang intindihan. Shane, kaya bang intindihan kapag naka-video recording lang?
Opo sir.
And also, di ba, with interactions naman with other sections yun. With the students, rather.
Opo, tsaka po ano po, sa problem solving po ay direct substitution lang na, kumbaga procedural po.
Sige, Dave. Ibig sabihin, kaya pala kahit ano lang. Go, Dave. Sige, wag na, Dave. Ako lang ngayon naiinis lalo. Kala kayo din na naintindihan. Ako na. Wag na, ako na. Dave, itatry kong i-recall yung ating chapter 5 and chapter 6 dito sa ating topic. Now, i-recall ko lahat yung mga diniscuss ko all about chapter 5 para makahabol kayo sa chapter 6. Ngayon, going back with the continuations with our discussions all about comparing alternatives. Sa chapter 5 natin, ang pinag-uusapan dito is evaluation of a single project. Meaning to say, single project, iisa lang yung ipinopropose nating investment. And after we propose an investment, isosolve natin siya. And after solving, magkakaroon tayo ng decision making. Siyempre, in decision making, since we are proposing an investment, inaalam natin whether itutuloy ba natin yung proposed investment or hindi. Yun yung chapter 5. Now, sa chapter 6, same lang siya ng principle. Walang pinagbago ng chapter 6 sa chapter 5. Ang pinagbago lang is comparing alternatives, meaning to say, 2 or more options are considered in evaluating a proposed investment. Kay single evaluation, isang investment lang. Dito, 2 or more. O imagine nyo, in our chapter 6, 2 or more. Dito sa hindi nyo pinanood, isang situation lang. Dito, 2 or more situations. So kung hindi nyo naiintindihan to, hindi nyo pinanood to, ano pa to? Hindi nyo na to masusolve. Mas mahirap to kasi mas madami to. Pero yung application, yung principles, yung mga formula na gagamitin natin is same na same with chapter 6. Uulitin ko, no? Ang pinagkaiba lamang is madaming situations, madaming proposed investment. Now, dito, we have to consider different methods on alternative comparison. This method includes the present worth method, future worth method, annual cost analysis, and the rate of return. Through these four methods, like nung binanggit ko with our chapter 5, itong method na ito ay mahalagang i-discuss para makita natin or ma-evaluate natin kung ang pinopropose nating investment ay itutuloy baga, kikita baga, malulugi baga. Siyempre, kapag kumikita yung ating proposed investment, meaning to say, itutuloy natin. Siyempre, kapag hindi siya economically viable or economically acceptable, wag na natin ituloy. Kaya itong mga to, ginagamit ito ng mga business owner para ma-identify nila whether yung planned or proposed investment is kikita or hindi. Ngayon, proceed tayo with the first method all about the present worth analysis. Sabi dito, when two or more alternatives are capable of performing the same functions, the economical superior alternative would be the largest present worth. The present worth method is restricted to evaluating alternatives that are mutually exclusive and have the same lives. This method is suitable for ranking the desirability of the alternative. Dito, sa ating present worth method, we have to consider the possible inflow or cash in and outflows or cash out in an engineering project. Sige nga, based on our previous discussion from chapters 1 hanggang dito, paulit-ulit kong binabanggit. Can you please explain to us what comes to your mind when you hear the word cash inflow and cash outflow? Aldrin, what comes to your mind when you hear the word cash inflow and cash outflow? Sagot kayo, nang kaya mabilis. Malabanan. Wala.
Sa cash inflow po, yung ano po, papasok po yung pera.
Yan. Yun yung mga pumapasok na pera.
Cash out naman po yung lumalabas.
Okay, very good. Ganun lang kasimple. Ang cash inflow, ito yung mga pumapasok na pera sa atin. Ibig sabihin, ito yung income or revenue. So kapag cash inflow, pataas yung araw niya. O nagre-recall lang ako ha. And on the other hand, cash outflows, ito yung mga pababang araw. Ito yung mga expenses or inilalabas nating pera. Siyempre, pagdating sa cash flow diagram, ito yung mga pababang araw. That's it. So all inflows and outflows were turned into the present value of money. In this case, we choose the best alternative that is based on the largest present value. On the other hand, some cases consider only the cost of the project. From that point, since we are pertaining to cost, the alternative with least present worth is the best options. Sige nga, Shane, tulungan natin ng ating mga kaklase na i-recall yung chapter 5. Sige, Shane, paano nga natin dinedetermine ang formula ng present worth method? So, chapter 5, how can we determine the present worth method?
Ano po? Pausi minus pauko po.
Pausi minus pauko. Itong formula na ito, gagamitin ulit natin para ma-determine natin what alternatives is the best options. Ang pausi, ito yung tinatawag nating present worth cash inflow. Meaning to say, ito yung mga present value na pataas. On the other hand, PAUCO is the present worth cash outflow. Ito naman yung mga dadali nating pera sa present worth na pababang araw or mga expenses. Ano nga? Ngayon, sa present worth method, kapag dinedetermine natin ang present worth method, dito sa comparing alternatives, siyempre, for example, may mga alternatives yan, may mga options, tatlong proposed investment. Pag kukunin daw natin ang present worth method ng tatlong alternative, ang pipiliin daw nating best option is yung may pinaka-largest value. Ulitin ko sa tatlong options, kapag dinetermine daw natin ang present worth method using this formula, ang pipiliin natin ay yung may pinakamalaking value. On the other hand, when we are dealing with a present worth cash outflow only, ibig sabihin expenses lamang yung involved sa problem, kung baga siya lang yung nakikita natin sa problem, puro mga ginagastos, ang pipiliin daw nating options ay yung may pinaka-least value. Siyempre, in reality, kapag tayo magtatayo ng isang proposed business in terms of expenses, ang pipiliin natin yung may pinakamababang gagastusin natin. Sino ba naman dito magpo-propose ng ng investment o ng isang business? Tapos, ang pipiliin yung may largest value? Hindi. Yung may pinakamababang value. Kasi nga, maglalabas tayo ng pera. Mas mababa dapat yung ating ibibigay. Sir, bakit po largest? O babalik ako with our discussion in chapter 5. Largest value kasi madedetermine natin, possible, malaki yung kikitain ko sa present value niya. Kaya largest yung pipiliin ko. Nagkakaintindihan po tayo dito with the present worth method. Siyempre, lahat ng mga pera natin nasa year 1 hanggang year end. Ang main goal natin, kaya nga present worth method, dadalhin natin lahat ang pera natin papunta sa present condition. Kaya nga present worth analysis. Paano? Using this formula. Yung PAUSI, ito yung mga nasa taas, dadalhin natin dito. Yung PAU ko, dadalhin natin sa year 0. Maliwanag po. Nagkakaintindihan?
Yes
Sagot,
po.
sagot kayo. Naiintindihan niyo ga ako? Ganyan na ganyan lang din sa chapter 5. Yung kakanta ka sa inyo, bakit din yung binasa? And now, consider the following information in determining the best alternative using the present worth analysis. Kung mapapansin niyo sa table, meron tayo ditong mga parameters. Ang mga parameters natin is yung capital investment and annual revenue less expenses. So dito, sa ating alternatives, meron tayong dalawang options, A and B. O mag-recall lang ako ng chapter 5. Sa chapter 5, ito lang ang given. Ganyan lang. And all we need to do is to create a decision making. Pero ngayon, mas madami na siya. Dapat inaaral ninyo yung mga isinesend ko sa inyo. Now, ngayon dito, the useful life of each alternative is 4 years and with a minimum required rate of return of 10%. What is the best alternatives? So dito, by different steps yan. Sabi nga ni Shane kanina, procedural. Ang una kong steps is to determine the given. Ito na yung given, nasa table na. Simplified na yan. May capital investment. Sige nga Shane, ano nga diniscuss ko? All about the capital investment. Ano nga yung capital investment? If I considered as a first cost, di ba? Tama? First cost to. And annual revenue less expenses is the annual revenue. And now, after the given, proceed tayo with the cash flow diagram. Ngayon, kung gaano kadami yung bilang ng ating alternatives or options, ganun din kadami yung bilang ng ating cash flow diagram. Example, sa exam, 10 ang aking options. So meaning to say, 10 cash flow diagram ang ipapakita nyo with your solution. So dito, dalawa yung alternatives natin, A and B. Meaning to say, magdodrawing tayo ng dalawang cash flow diagram, considering alternative A and alternative B. Okay, lagay ko dito, this one is alternative A and alternative B. Ganito lang din sa ating chapter 5. Now, sabi dito, ang useful life natin or L or N is equivalent to 4 years. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the other hand, Sa kabila naman, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ngayon, meron ba itong capital investment sa alternative A na $60,000? Sige nga, Shane. Saan nga natin nakakita ang first cost?
Year 0 po,
Sa
sir.
year 0. Ito ba ay pataas or pababa?
Pataas po.
Mhm. Capital
Pababa
invest
po.
pababa. Kasi nga, naglabas ka ng pera. 'Di ba pag initial investment, para makapagpatayo tayo ng pera, maglalabas tayo ng pera. So meaning to say, this one is a cash outflow or pababang araw. Naku po. This one is pababang araw. Zero, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So meron tayo dito capital investment or first cost na $60,000. And sabi dito, syempre sa alternative B naman, meron daw na $73,000. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $73,000. Okay na tayo with syempre revenue. Kumikita daw yung ating proposed investment ng $22,000 for alternative A. So every year, since annual, every year, kumikita daw siya ng $22,000. And then sa kabila naman is 26,225. Okay, yan yung ating magiging cash flow diagram. So ngayon, ang main goal natin, sabi ko nga sa inyo, since present worth tayo, dadalhin natin lahat ng pera papunta sa year 0 since we are considering a present worth method. No? Ngayon, itong $22,000, paano natin dadalhin dito sa year 0? Sige nga, AD, paano natin dadalhin itong ating $22,000 sa year 0? Alasan si AD. Ano na si AD? O, Atienza. Where's Atienza? Search ko nga. Ay ha, kayo aatin sa klase ha. Wala kayo. Wala. Ay, Lazel, pakitake note ako ng mga absent ha. Ano si Lazel?
Apo, sir.
Oo. Palogwe. Paano natin dadalhin itong $22,000 sa year 0? Hindi rin alam. Ano si Palogwe? Wala.
Wait lang po, sir. Recalling po.
Ay, gagamitin niya yung manual ha. Aaralin niya yan. Kaya ako nagpa-manual kasi nga kailangan mag-recall ng mag-recall. Baryon. Joshua.
Sir,
Same question.
sir, hindi ko din po paalam.
Wag na kayong mag-ano. Wag na kayong tumuloy sa topic natin dito. Hanggang ngayon din niya pa rin alam. Ikaw. Jaren. Sige nga, paano natin dadalhin itong $22,000 sa year 0? Hindi rin alam. O mag-quiz kaya tayo mamaya para malaman ninyo. Magpapa-midterm exam na lang kaya ulit ako. Sige nga, Roma Santa. Paano natin ito dadalhin itong $22,000 sa year zero? Paaralin yung application, huwag yung kakalimutan.
Sir, gagamitan po ng annuity.
Annuity, anong type of annuity?
Ordinary po.
Bakit ordinary annuity ang gagamitin?
Kasi po yung first payment po, o yung po ay nagsimula po sa year 1.
That's it, no? Magsimot. An ordinary annuity ang gagamitin kasi nga uniform yung pera for year 1 to year 4. Ngayon, ordinary annuity ang gagamitin kasi na-receive yung unang pera sa year 1 at nagtatapos sa year end. That's it. Sige nga, Roma Santa, can you please state to me, o recall lang tayo, what is the formula in getting the present worth of an ordinary annuity?
Sir, annuity times 1 minus quantity of 1 plus 1 raised to negative n over I po.
Okay, that's it. Ayan na. So, ito ang gagamitin natin yung formula. Parang itong 22,000, madala natin dito sa year 0. Yan yun po. Dadalhin natin sa year 0. Now, gagamitan natin ng formula. Ng general formula ng present worth method is equals to PAU C minus PAU ko. O, proceed tayo with alternative A. PAU C minus PAU ko. PAU C. PAU C is cash inflow, yung mga pataas na arrow. So, itong 22,000, dali natin sa year 0 using an ordinary annuity. So, $22,000 times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 0. Ano yung interest natin or rate of return? 0.10 raised to negative 4 all over 0.10 minus $60,000. Ano ang gagawin natin dito sa $60,000, Roma Santa? Based on the cash flow diagram, iibuin pa ba natin to or may gagamitan pa tayong formula?
Parang may gagamitin pa po.
Ulitin ko, ang main goal natin dalhin ang lahat ng pera sa year 0. Present nga eh.
Wala na po yata.
Wala na. I-retain na natin since ang $60,000 is nasa year 0. So we need to stay put here. Dito lang sa ating PAUCO. Naiintindihan niyo ang ibig sabihin ng present worth. Ang present worth, dadalhin lahat natin or the money will transfer at year 0. Sorry, may Englishero nga pala dito. The money, all of the money will be transferred to year 0. If the money is already transferred at year 0 or is at year 0, no need to use any formula. You have to stay the money at year 0 since we are dealing with a present worth analysis. Did you get what I mean, Adham? Okay. Now, sige nga. Can you please state to me what is the present worth method of alternative A? O, pa-chat naman ako sa chat box. That is 9,737.03982. Could you confirm that your answer is the same?
Same lang po.
Okay. And now, that's it. Proceed tayo with the present worth method of alternative B. Kung mapapansin nyo naman, same lang din naman ng drawing ng ating alternative A. So, meaning to say, this 26,225 for us to transfer it from year 0, so we have to use the formula of a present worth of an ordinary annuity. So 26,000 will be using this formula. So 26,225 times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 4 all over 0.10, and we need to deduct it into $73,000 since the $73,000 is already located at year 0. So we need to state it here in our PAUCO. So what is the present worth method of alternative B? So this one is 10,129.72133 $. So ganyan lang din yung step ng ating uh, chapter 5, all about evaluations of a single project. Now, after that, we need to make a decision. Since the present worth method of alternative B is greater than the present worth method of alternative A, therefore choose alternative B. Pipiliin natin. So we need to choose alternative B since it has a greater value of the present worth method in terms of the present worth method of alternative A. Okay? Nagigets nyo ba itong ating first problem?
Opo,
Yes
sir.
po.
Adam, did you get did you get the principles and applications of this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Now, proceed tayo with problem number 2. Wait. Proceed tayo with problem number 2. Ilip ko lang. Here. For our problem number 2, a company is considering 2 types of equipment for its manufacturing plant. So, pertinent data are as follows. So, kung mapapansin nyo, may mga parameters like first cost, annual operating cost, annual labor cost, insurance and property taxes, payroll taxes, and estimated useful life. And there are 2 alternatives to be compared, alternative A and alternative Q. So, these are the given. And if the minimum required rate of return is 15%, which equipment should be selected using the present worth cost method? Now, hindi nyo rin naman ito masasagot since di nyo pinanood yung video. Tatanong pa rin ako pero ako na lang din yung sasagot. Ano yung napapansin ninyo sa ating problem? Kung mapapansin ninyo, sa ating problem, it's all about cost. It's all about expenses. Puro mga nilalabas na pera dito. So meaning to say, in this problem, for the present worth cost method, we need to consider only the present worth cost outflow. Puro mga pababa yung parameters or yung given natin. So meaning to say, based on the rulings that I said a while ago, if the considerations of the problem involves only the present worth cash outflow, we need to select the least value. We need to select the alternative with the least value. Ulitin ko ha, sa Tagalog, ang pipiliin natin pagdating sa consideration or involvement ng present worth cost analysis or kumbaga mga expenses or nilalabas nating pera, ang pipiliin nating alternative ay yung may pinakamababang value. Kasi nga, it's all about expenses. Naiintindihan niyo po yung ating principle and application?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, so ako, ang ginagawa ko para mabilis kong masolve yung aking itong problem na to or yung mga ganitong problem, ginagamitan ko ng table and then saka ko lalagyan ng cash flow diagram. So all we need to do is to simplify and summarize the values involving the parameters. So first cost ko dito for alternative A is 200,000. So later, mas ma-appreciate niya yan. And then dito is 300,000. An annual operating cost is 32,000. Then dito is 24,000. For alternative A, the annual labor cost is 50,000. And so alternative B is 32,000. Now, the insurance and property taxes is naka-percentage form. So we need to get or determine the value or the cost of the insurance and property taxes. Take note, when we are dealing with insurance and property taxes, it is involved or it is applicable on the first cost. Meaning to say, we need to multiply the 3% of the first cost for us to determine the insurance and the property taxes. Sige nga, what is the 3% of the first cost for us to determine the insurance and property taxes of alternative A?
6,000, sir.
6,000 po. On alternative B, magkano? 9,000. Sir, always po ba na related or involved ang insurance and property taxes sa first cost? Yes po. So pag may binigay na problem, all about insurance and property taxes, kapag naka-percent form, ita-times lang natin siya sa first cost. Nagkakaintindihan po? Maliwanag po tayo doon?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, in terms of payroll taxes, naka-percentage form na naman. Now, payroll taxes is involved for the manpower. Sinasahudan yung tao, di ba? Now, saan ba nanggagaling yung mga payroll? Dito sa annual labor cost. Meaning to say that the payroll taxes is applicable or involved into the labor cost. So meaning to say, we need to multiply the payroll taxes into the labor cost. Sige nga, what is the 4% of the labor cost of alternative A?
2,000 po.
2,000 po.
And dito, sa kabila, this one is 1,280. Tama po ba ako?
Yes
Yes
po.
po.
Okay. Now, later ko ibibigay sa inyo, ipapa-appreciate sa inyo kung anong halaga ng table na to. So ngayon, mamaya ko lagyan ng total annual cost. After that, ito lang naman yung mahalaga. Mahalaga ditong total annual cost. After we get the values of each parameters, proceed tayo on sketching the cash flow diagram. So there are two alternatives. So meaning to say, dalawa ang magiging cash flow diagram natin. So this one is for alternative A and this one is for alternative B. Now, the parameters ay puro mga expenses. So meaning to say, all of the cash flows ay pababa yung kanyang arrow. So ilan yung ating useful life? Ang nakalagay dito is 10 taon for both. So 0, 1, 2, lagyan ko lang dito ng 8, 9, and 10. So 0, 1, 2, this one is 8, 9, and 10. Wait lang ha, kukuha lang ako ng charger. Give me 1 minute. Naririnig na ako? Audible na ulit?
Yes po.
Audible ba? Okay.
Yes po.
After we draw the cash flow diagram of, proceed, to drawing mo pa lang pala. For alternative A, first cost, sabi ko nga sa inyo, is located at year 0. Since first cost siya, maglalabas tayo ng pera. So, ang first cost natin dito is nandito sa year 0. So, this one is 200,000. Now, syempre dito, ilagay ko na rin dito sa alternative B that my first cost is 300,000 pesos. Pesos pala. Pesos. For alternative A, meron tayong operating cost na $32,000. So meaning to say, kung 10 taon nag-ooperate yung ating proposed investment, meaning to say, every year, magbabayad tayo ng $32,000. Okay, for annual operating cost, annual labor cost, meron daw $50,000. And merong insurance and property tax, merong insurance and property taxes na $6,000. Sabi ko, ma'am, ilagay na lang daw. Sige, ako na lang maglalagay. Okay. And the next one is payroll and taxes na $2,000. Okay po. So, $2,000. So, yun yung ating alternative A. Going back with our discussion, magre-recall lang ulit ako. Di ba? Nabanggit ko before, kung kayo nanood man or with the previous discussion sa ibang mga topic natin, kapag ang condition ng pera natin is nagtutugma-tugma or the same. For example, dito sa 4 na expenses, kung mapapansin nyo, ang condition ng problem, nagbayad sila, nag-start ng payment sa year 1 and nag-last ng payment sa year 10. Meaning to say, same yung condition niyan. Ano nga yung sinabi ko sa inyo, kapag same ang condition, pwede nating pagsama-samahin itong mga pera na to para mas madali nating masolve or mas madali natin na mailagay yung pera natin sa year 0. Naiintindihan niyo po ako doon? Di ba? Ang condition ng problem is the same. Nag-start yung pera ng pagbabayad sa year 1 at nagtapos ng pagbabayad sa year 10. So, pwede nating pagsama-samahin yan. Ito yung tinatawag ko sa inyong total annual cost. So, meaning to say, itong total annual cost, pwede nating makuha siya. Sige nga, what is the total annual cost here?
90,000 po.
90,000. Sir, bakit hindi po kasama ang first cost? Di ba ang first cost is nasa year 0? So hindi natin siya pwedeng isama kasi iba yung condition niya. Naiintindihan niyo po ako? Okay
Opo.
guys.
Yes po.
Ngayon, kung mapapansin ninyo dito sa alternative B, pwede natin itong pagsama-samahin, di ba? Para makuha natin yung total annual cost. Sige nga, what is the total annual cost of alternative B? This one is 66,280. Tama po ba ako?
Yes po, sir.
So meaning to say, pwede nating ilagay sa cash flow diagram is yung total annual cost na. Instead of isa-isa nating ilagay itong mga parameters, pwede nating ilagay yung pinaka-total annual cost. Sir, ano pong mas maganda? Siyempre, mas magandang cash flow diagram at mas madali pong isolve. Siyempre yung alternative B. Kasi isa lang yung dadali nating pera papunta sa present worth. Unlike dito sa cash flow diagram ng alternative A, itong $32,000 isa-isa nating papupuntahin. Papunta dito. So, napakadami or napakahaba ng solution natin. Which is, kapag ginawa nating $90,000 yan, ganun din naman yung lalabas na pera. So, ibig sabihin po, sir, sa cash flow diagram ng A, pwede ko pong i-consider that this one is $200,000 and from year 1 to year 10, ito po ay $90,000. Pwedeng-pwede po. Mas maganda yon. Ipinakita ko lang sa inyo kung ano yung possible options on how we can draw a cash flow diagram. Pwede nyo i-consider ang format ng cash flow diagram, alternative A, or pwede rin yung alternative B. Pwedeng magkatulad, pwedeng hindi. It's up to you kung saan kayo mapapadali. Maliwanag po, ay syempre mas madali ang B kasi isa na lang yung papupuntahin natin sa present work. Tama po ba ako? Goods po, possible ha? Kung ano yung cash flow diagram ninyo, pwedeng maalin sa dalawa ang format. Pwedeng magkatulad, pwedeng magkaiba, as long as tama yung magiging sagot. But take note ulit ha, take note, tatanda na, halimbawa, itong annual labor cost is year 1 hanggang year 9 lang. So, hindi natin pwedeng isama dito sa total annual cost. Kasi iba yung condition niya. Nag-start ang payment sa year 1, nag-last sa year 9. Itong tatlo, from year 1 to year 10, year 1 to year 10. So, sir, ibig sabihin po, itong tatlo lang yung pwede namin pagsamahin. Yes, these 3 cost only ang isasama natin. But this one, iba na to. Kasi iba na yung condition niya. Maliwanag po, baka mamaya mapasama yan sa exam. Pinagsama-sama ninyo, pero iba naman pala yung condition ng isang cost. Maliwanag po, nagkakaintindihan tayo doon?
Yes po.
Okay. Eh di sir, possible po pala ang start ng payment mag-start sa year 5 and mag-last sa year 10. Yes, of course, pwede yan. Ano ang tawag dyan? Deferred annuity. Diga? Sir, pwede po ba mag-start ng payment sa year 0? Of course, ang tawag dyan is annuity due. Diga? Ipinapakita ko lang sa inyo yung isang type pero possible sa exam, deferred annuity yan or annuity due yan. Pwede nga perpetuity, walang hanggang katapusan yung pagbabayad. Kasi they prove that the proposed investment is nag-gain. And that's why tuloy-tuloy yung kanyang magiging investment. Nakikita niyo yung problem? Pwedeng deferred, pwedeng annuity due, pwede nga nag-gradient eh. Every year, tumataas. Every year, nagdi-decrease yung kanilang payment. Pwede po yun. Naiintindihan niyo po ako doon? So, napakadaming pwedeng maging condition dito. Goods po, engineers?
Yes po.
Kaya huwag yung kakalimutan ng mga formula. Okay? Hindi ordinary annuity lang ha. O binanggit ko na, pwedeng deferred. Pwede ring annuity due. Pwedeng gradient. Pwede nga, compound interest lang yun. Hindi every year nagbabayad. Every 2 year nagbabayad. O every 1 year, 7 years, and 10 years. So, compound interest ang gagamitin nyo dyan. So, nakadepende talaga sa magiging problem. And now, di ba, nakuha na natin yung total annual cost, 90,000, 66,280 for alternative B, and we draw the cash flow diagram. O, proceed tayo with the solution. O, for alternative A muna tayo. Since we are dealing with cost only, so ang magiging formula natin is the present worth cash outflow is equal to present worth pausi. Ano na? Pausi. Wala nang pausi. Present worth cost at alternative A is equal to, dadali natin itong 90,000. O, pinagsama-sama ko na ha. Instead isa-isa, 32,000, 50,000. Pagsama-samahin ko na para mas mabilis. So, ordinary annuity pa rin ng present worth, 90,000, 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 10 all over 0.15. Then now, plus kasi puro kosto. So, 200,000. Yan ako. I-retain ko lang yung aking 200,000 doon sa present worth cash outflow at alternative A since that money is located already at year 0. It's already located at year 0. Wait lang. Delete ko na lang kaya to. Sige nga. Oh, can you please give me the present worth cash outflow at alternative A? Machat ako sa chat box ng sagot.
Sir, 651,689.
O, pachat. 651,600. Edi, wala ka kanina.
Sir, night na nagka-internet po.
Okay. O, tama ba ako? Same ba kayo ng kay Edsel?
Yes po, sir.
Goods. And now, in terms of the present worth, cash outflow at B, same lang din naman with the total annual cost of 66,000. Ito, gagawin ko sa year 0. 66,280. 1 minus 1 plus 0.15 raised to negative 10 all over 0.15 plus itong 300,000. Sige nga, what is the present worth cash outflow at alternative B? Ng ating B, that is 632,643.9845 pesos. After that, you can make a decision. Since the present worth cash outflow to ha at B is less than the present worth cash outflow of A, therefore select or choose alternative B, yung may pinaka mababang expenses. Aliwanag po pagdating sa problem na ito.
Yes po.
Sir,
Others po. May question kayo? Concern?
sir yung pong
Clarification?
sa 66,280 po ba yun? 66,280 po.
Ano ba dapat? Tama ga to?
Tama po, sir, yan. Nalilito lang po sa Eljon.
Sige nga. Ano, Aljon? Kailangan to tayo, pag-aada din mo lang. Sige nga, patulong ako kay Nil Aljon.
Sir, tama, 66280.
Ay, yung nagtanong. Okay na?
Opo, edi sir mali po yung final answer po.
Mali daw yung final answer.
Yung pong,
Hindi po, sir. Tama po yung 632,643 po.
Sir,
sa
tama.
yung
Nalilito lang yung Eljon.
Sige, year complete.
okay na po sir.
Okay na. Okay. O, may question pa? May concern pa? Okay. Proceed tayo with the future worth method. So, ang future worth method natin is similar lang din sa ating present worth method. Anong pinagkaiba lang? Siyempre, dadalhin lang natin yung ating pera sa future worth. Kung kanina sa present worth, sa future worth naman natin dadalhin yung pera. And take note, when we are dealing with a future worth method, ang formula na gagamitin natin is FAUC minus FAUCO. Or recall lang tayo, future worth cash inflow minus future worth cash outflow. When we are choosing an alternative or when we are choosing the best alternative, ganun pa din naman, ang pipiliin natin ay yung may largest value. On the other hand, if ang pinag-uusapan lamang is cost, we will select the least value of those alternative. Naiintindihan po ako? Ganun lang.
Yes.
Okay, sige. Example number 1, ako na lang ang mag-solve at hindi nyo kasi pinanood eh. Dapat kayo nagsasolve nito. Game, sige nga, Aljon, pabasa nga ako ng problem. Tawag na pala, ako na. Consider, baka malito ka pa. Consider, gabi lang. Consider the given example for future work method. So may parameters tayo sa table, capital investment, same question lang din. Ngayon lang, aatakahin natin is yung future work method. O same problem with problem number 1 sa ating present work method. Ang dadalhin lang natin sa future work method o cash flow diagram. Ganun lang din naman, ulitin ko lang yung cash flow. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Meron ditong 60. Nako. O, meron ditong $60,000. Hindi ko natuwidin. Meron ditong $73,000. O, from year 1 to year 4, nag-generate ng income ng $22,000. Dini naman sa isa, nag-generate naman ng income ng 26,225. Now, ang gagawin natin, lahat ng pera dadalhin natin sa future value. So, ano nga ang formula natin na gagamitin para mapadala itong $22,000 using an ordinary unweighted pa din ng future work. Ako na maglagay A times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to N. That is minus 1 all over I. Tama ba ang formula ko ng ordinary annuity ng future work?
Yes po, sir.
Bakit nga yan? Kasi nga, nag-start ma-receive ang pera sa year 1 and nag-last sa year end with a uniform amount of $22,000. Proceed tayo with our solution. So, ang future work method of alternative A can be computed using future work method of cash inflow minus the future work method of cash outflow. Proceed muna ako with the inflow. So, $22,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 4 minus positive raised to 4 raised to 4 minus 1 all over 0.10 minus, ang FAU ko natin is 60,000. Ano ang gagawin natin sa 60,000? I-retain ba natin to? Or may gagamitan tayong formula? 07. Hoy, sagot kayo.
Sir, gagamit ng compound interest.
Gagamitan natin ng compound interest kasi nasa year 0, kailangan natin siyang dalhin sa year 4. Sige nga, Mix, bakit compound interest? Tama nga naman. Pero anong dahilan? Bakit compound interest ang gagamitin natin?
Kasi sir, since may given na present work, sir, tapos every year may... Ay, hindi. Basta sir, may given na present work, tapos pwedeng makuha ang future gamit ang compound.
Other answer? Hindi yan yung application na tinuro ko ha. Anong reason niya? Bakit compound interest ang gagamitin? Anyone here? Wala. Hindi naiintindihan ng tinuturo ko ng chapter 2. Bakit niya compound interest? Roma, saan ka? Sige nga. Bakit compound interest?
Sir, kasi po hindi po uniform, hindi po every year nagbabayad po. Nagka-cash out.
Oo nga, hindi naman talaga. Based nga dito sa cash flow. Other answer. Pero totoo naman, tama naman. Other answer. Kasi single payment lang. Diga pag sabi ko sa inyo, pag single payment, isang araw lang, para madala natin yung isang araw, papunta dito sa isang araw pat year 4, gagamitan natin ng compound interest. Ulitin ko, isang araw. Single payment, single money, single condition. That's it, compound interest. Anong formula ng compound interest natin, Roma Santa?
Ano pa, sir?
What is the formula of getting the compound interest?
P times quantity of 1 plus I raised 10 po.
Okay, F is equals to P times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n. Kaya yung kay mix na explanation, lahat naman ito nga present worth. Pwede kong dalhin sa future worth. Ang reason is kasi single arrow siya, single payment. Now, minus $60,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4. Sige nga, what is our FOW? Future worth method at alternative A. Pachat ako sa chat box. Okay, that is 14,256 of for the future worth method of alternative B, same lang din naman. Dadalhin natin to dito using A, using the formula future worth ng ordinarity. Annuity, at itong 73,000, yung single payment niya para mapapunta natin sa year 4, gagamitan natin ng compound interest. Now, 22,600, 26,225. 26,000, that is 225 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4 minus 1 all over 0.10 minus $73,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4. Sige nga, what is the future worth method at alternative B? One hundred 14,830.925. After that, we can now proceed on making a decision. Since the future worth method at alternative A is B, rather, B is greater than the future worth method at alternative A, therefore, choose or select alternative. Maliwanag po for this problem, engineers?
Yes po.
Others po.
Yes po.
Okay. Sige, o you try to solve this problem number 2. Ganun lang din naman yan. Same problem, pero dadalhin lang natin sa future worth. O since nakuha na naman natin yung lahat ng insurance and property taxes, alam na natin yung total annual cost. Madaling nyo nga lahat sa future worth and then ibigay nyo sa akin ang future worth cost ng A, future worth cost ng B, and make a decision. Sige, B. Kukuha lang ako ng chart ng axle. Other. Pahinga ako ng sagot ng iba. Siya sa inyo. Let us try if your answers are all correct. So, ngayon, ganun pa din naman yung ating cash flow diagram, diga? So, same yung cash flow diagram. All we need to do is to transfer all the money here, here, here. Ano na? Tama. 300,000 dito, itong 66,000 dito. So, wait lang. Add lang ako ng slides. Now, so, since same lang din naman ang cash flow diagram, ano natin to isosolve? So, for our solution, so, ang solution natin dito would be future worth cash outflow at A is equivalent to 90,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.15 ba? 0.15 raised to negative 10 of 0.15 raised to 10 minus 1 all over 0.15 plus 200,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.15 raised to 10. So based on your answer, future worth cash outflow of alternative A, wait lang. Alternative A is equivalent to 2,634,446.189. So ito ang ating FAUCO A. For FAUCO B, this one would be 66,280 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.15 raised to 10 minus 1 over 0.15 plus 300,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.15 that is raised to 10. So FAUCO B is equivalent to 2,559,397.766. Now, since the future worth cash outflow at B is less than, naku, pati tayo na. Diba, since the future worth cash outflow of B is less than the future worth cash outflow of A, therefore, we need to select or choose alternative B. Tama na. We need to select alternative we need to select alternative B. May question tayo pagdating dito sa problem na to? May concern? Clarifications? Nakakasabay pa ga kayo?
Opo, sir.
Opo.
Po.
Now, proceed naman tayo with the annual worth. Proceed tayo with the annual worth. Proceed tayo with the annual cost analysis or annual worth method. So dito, sa ating annual cost analysis or annual worth method, same lang din to ng principle ng evaluations of a single project. So hindi nyo nga napanood Pero ang formula ng annual worth method natin is ganun pa din naman. AUC minus AUCO. Take note, when we are dealing with annual worth method, ang pipiliin pa rin natin is yung largest. But in terms of annual cost cash outflow, list value pa din. However, based on our discussion before, let us recall lang, sa AUCO, lagi nating isasama sa total annual cost is yung depreciation at yung interest on capital. Kahit hindi sabihin sa problem, uulitin ko, when we are dealing with annual cost, laging kasama sa depreciations at interest on capital. Sige nga, Roma Santa, let us recall lang, what is the annual depreciations of a sinking fund method? Ayan.
Wala po, sir. Hindi na po
Aralin
masyadong
nyo yan.
tanda.
First cost minus salvage value times the quantity of I all over 1 plus I raised to L minus 1. So tatandaan nyo yan. Lahat ng depreciation, tatandaan nyo sa exam, lahat kasama yan. No, ito lang yung, kumbaga ito lang yung standard depreciation kahit hindi sabihin sa ating annual worth method, i-consider lagi natin is yung sinking fund. Pero pag may sinabing straight line ang gagamitin natin. Ulitin ko ha, kapag walang sinabi sa annual worth method, still, lalagyan natin ng depreciation and automatically sinking fund method ang gagamitin natin. Using this formula, we can get the annual worth cash outflow of the first cost and salvage value involved. Now, in the interest on capital, ang formula nito is first cost times the interest rate. That's it. Yan lang yung formula ng interest on capital. So, proceed tayo with the problem. Choose from two machines which is more economical using annual cost analysis. Take note that money is worth 16% as the rate. So may mga parameters tayo. Ngayon, may first cost, may salvage value, annual operating, annual maintenance, tax and insurances. So ngayon dito, all we need to do is to get the annual worth cost. No, puro cost ang annual worth natin dito. Wala tayong, kumbaga, puro outpo. Wala tayo ditong revenue. So, take note, pag AUCO expenses, ang ipipick natin na best option is yung at least. So, may machine A and machine B. So, di ba kung kanina, sa present, dadalhin lahat natin yung pera sa present value. Sa future, dadalhin natin lahat sa future worth value. Siyempre, kapag annual worth naman, dadalhin natin lahat ng pera sa uniform amount or nasa year 1 to year end. Yun yung ating main goal. Dadalhin natin siya sa uniform condition. Now, sabi ko nga sa inyo, when we are dealing with annual worth cash outflow, consider si depreciation at si interest on capital. O paano natin makuha ang depreciation? Using this formula. Sige nga, what is the depreciation of machine A? O using the formula of this one, meron tayong given a first cost, salvage value, may interest rate, may useful life. O other answer, sir, gagamitin nyo na. Gagamitin mo na lang. Aside from AD, same ba ng inyong sagot? Yun yung halaga ng cash ng table. So 375.208.6645. O same ba kayo ng kay AD? Same with AD?
Same lang, sir.
Okay. O for machine B, pa-complete naman ako. What is our machine B? May first cost, may salvage value. Ay, tayo sorry. Same condition tayo. This one is 10 years. 10 years din to para hindi tayo magkaalito dito. O 10 years muna. O 10 years, sorry. O, this one is 10 years. Kapag 10 years yan, okay. So sabi ni Nix, this one is 562.81299. 8129968 daw. 99 68. Oh, copy ko lang yung annual operations. Iyan na yun. Every year nagbabayad ng 3,000. Every year nagbabayad ng 2,400. Annual maintenance, every year nagbabayad ng 1,200. Every year 1,000. Sige nga, what is our taxes and insurances for machine A? Magkano kaya? This one is magkano taxes and insurances natin for machine A? Hey guys, how much is our taxes and insurances for machine A? 240. O for machine B, magkano? That is 420. O interest on capital for machine A, magkano? $1,280. For machine B, magkano? $2,240. Now, mamaya ko i-drawing na. Mamaya ko kunin ang total annual cost para lang maipakita ko sa inyo yung halaga ng table na yan. Start down page. So, dealing with our cash flow diagram, machine A and machine B. So, 0, 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10. 0, 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10. For depreciation, nasa year 1, papakita ko lang na nailagay natin lahat sa annual analysis, annual worth method, or annual worth. Yan. Kompleto na lang ako. So annual operation, nag-start from year 1 to year 4. So this one is 3,000. And the next one is 1,200. The next one, taxes and insurances na 240. And last one, interest on capital na 1,280. So meaning to say, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyong annual worth method. Annual worth cost analysis. Lahat ng pera, dadali natin sa uniform amount. So nasa uniform amount siya. Sir, nasan po yung first cost and salvage value? Nandirito na. Nandirito na siya. Inilagay natin siya sa annual worth cost analysis. So meaning to say, if pwede natin itong i-total. Kasi nasa same condition lang siya. Ang first payment nag-start sa year 1 and ang last payment is nag-last sa year 10. Sige nga, what is our total annual expenses? Nagigets niyo yun? Okay, naiintindihan niyo? Engineers?
Po.
Sige nga, pakompute ako ng ating total annual expenses.
Ano po, sir?
Chat.
6,005. Ay, sige po.
Pabuo ako. Sige ako na. So dito is 6,095.2086645. O dito sa alternate sa machine B, magkano? Magkano sa machine B? Agad. Papasolve ako ng machine B. Ito total lang naman to. Okay. 6292.8129960. Nagkakatugma ba tayo ng sagot? Engineers? Okay. Now, meaning to say, from year 1 to year 10, pwede rin natin dalhin siya na 6292.812. Ipinakita ko lang sa inyo na lahat ng pera natin nadala natin sa annual condition. Ano nga? Now, pag total annual ang ating pinag-uusapan, pag nadala na natin, ito na yung final answer natin. Yan na mismo yung final answer natin. Since the annual worth cash outflow of alternative A is less than the annual worth cash outflow at B, therefore, choose alternative A. Okay po tayo dito? Kakaintindihan po? Engineers?
Yes po, sir.
Yung iba?
Yes,
Yes
po.
po.
Okay. May questions tayo? Clarifications or concern? Wala. O siya, sige. O, proceed tayo with the last topic all about the rate of return. Wait lang. Proceed ko lang. Proceed tayo with the last topic all about the rate of return. Now, sa rate of return, same na same din to. Same pa din naman ng principle ng rate of return ng evaluations of a single project. Ang pinagkaiba lang ng formula natin is that naka-absolute na siya. Ang ROR natin or the computed rate of return is the absolute of the net annual profit all over the capital invested. Kasi ang formula natin sa single payment ay walang absolute. Dito lalagyan natin ng absolute. Bakit kinakailangan po ng absolute dito? Kasi magne-negative siya pagdating dito sa ating comparison. Kasi sometimes, wait lang pala, ano ba yung net annual profit? It is a TAR minus TAC. O, hindi nyo yan alam na. Yan is yung total annual revenue minus total annual cost divided by capital invested is first cost. This is the ROR converted. Dito kasi, sa ating single payment, possible na ang TAR ay mag-zero. Diga, nag-zero yan. Katulad kanina, walang revenue. So meaning to say, kaya kinakailangan na absolute zero minus yung total annual cost kapag may paghahanapin natin divided by the first cost times 100%. That's why pina-absolute natin yun. Kasi nag-zero nga ang total annual revenue. Take note, when we are dealing with a total annual cost, ang kasama lamang ang isa sa mga kasama sa ating total annual cost, huwag kakalimutan ang depreciation, again, using sinking fund method. And take note, capital interest on capital is not included. Hindi na siya kasali. Based dun sa principle din naman ng ating diniscuss sa single evaluations of a single project, ang ROR, hindi ang capital on investment is not included in ROR. Saan lang po siya included? Sa annual worth cash. Annual worth method lang siya included. Okay? And take note, when we are dealing or selecting best options dito sa ating rate of return, kinakailangan munang mag-satisfy sa minimum rate of return. O babalik ulit tayo sa ating discussion kasi hindi naman talaga yung inaral. Ang computed rate of return natin dapat mas mataas sa expected computed or the minimum rate of return or the minimum expected or the minimum rate of return. Ngayon, dito sa ating comparison, kinakailangan mas mataas pa rin yung computed natin. Sir, what if po parehas po yung alternative na mas mataas? For example po, machine A and machine B, mas mataas po sa minimum. Example po, ang minimum po natin is 47%. Kay alternative A po, ito po ay 49%. Kay alternative B po is 61%. Ano po ang pipiliin namin alternative? Since both po is nag-satisfy, yung may pinakamalaking rate of return ang pipiliin natin. Kasi nga, mas malaki yung kikitain natin at mas malaki yung marireturn na pera sa atin with considering the period of time. Maliwanag po tayo doon, engineers? Oy,
Yes po.
others po. Okay. Now, same problem tayo dito. Same problem. Kukumpitin lang natin yung minimum rate of return. Siyempre, sabi ko nga sa inyo, interest on capital is not included. So, hindi natin to isasama. Kumbaga, zero to. So, di ba may depreciation tayo for machine A, machine B. So, kukumpitin lang natin yung total annual expenses. Kumbaga, wala lang interest on capital. Madali lang talaga to. Interest on capital, tatanggalan natin ng sa minimum rate of return, tatanggalan natin ng interest on capital. Nagkakaintindihan po? O, i-total nyo to. Check nyo nga, what is the total annual expenses? Same problem tayo ha. O, walang interest on capital. O, i-check nyo nga kung 4185.208665 ang nakocompute nyo. Same ba? Same?
Same po, sir.
O, sa B. Pa-check nga ako ng B if also the same. Same ba siya? O, yung machine B, same ba? Same?
Sir, para... Ay, wait lang po. Opo, sir. Same po.
Yung iba, hello guys, yung iba ga, same kayo na nakakompute?
Opo, sir.
Okay. And now, how can we get the minimum rate of return? How can we get the minimum rate of return for alternative A and alternative B? Can we get that? Di ba meron tayong forward? So dito ko na lang ilalagay. The minimum rate of return of A can be calculated using the total annual revenue minus total annual cost all over the first cost times 100%. And now, since walang total annual revenue zero minus itong 4185.208, pabuo na lang ako. All over, first cost ko is 8,000 times 100%. What is our RORA? Sige nga. Simply 4185 divide 8,000. Ganun lang. What is your answer? Uh, 4185.208 6645 divide 8,000 times 100%. Oh, that's good. Anong sagot? This one is 60.99007.081%. O for B, RORB, ganun din naman, TAR, total annual revenue minus total annual cost all over first cost times 100%. So what is my RORB? 0 minus 4382.812 divide, anong first cost ko dito? 14,000. times 100%. O simply means 4382.812 divide 14,000 times 100%. Anong sagot? What is your answer? %30.92009283%. Mapapansin nyo, RORA 60%, RORB 30%. Decision making, wait lang. Pa-check nga ako ng sagot ninyo for RORB. 4382, 14,000. 31.305 or 30.92?
31 po yung akin.
O 31.305. Anong sagot ng iba?
31 pala po, sir. Akin pong nailagay sa calculate 4328.
Okay. 31.305.8072. So since the ROR at alternative A is greater than the rate of return of alternative B, so all we need to do is to choose alternative A. Okay po. Question, clarifications or concern regarding sa ating mga diniscuss na methods on how we can select the best options based on different proposed alternatives. May question kayo? Nakakasabay ka kayo?
Opo.
Others po. Nakakasabay kayo?
Yes po.
Kakasabay.
Usap naman. Panood naman ako nung evaluations of a single project para mas maintindihan itong comparing alternatives. I don't believe na you can fully understand this topic without knowing or without studying the single project, since the evaluation of the single project in chapter 5 is ito din. Ang pinagkaiba lang is yung options is dalawa pataas. What more sa mga susunod na problem pa? Ano nga, ipa-study naman ako. Kumbaga yun yung pinaka-basic. Kung hindi nyo aralin ng basic, malilito kayo dito. Malilito kayo dito. Tama ba ako, Shane? Kinakailangan aralin muna yung chapter 5 bago magtungo sa chapter 6.
Opo, sir.
Anong napansin mo sa chapter 6?
Ano po, yun nga po, meron na pong alternative. Kumbaga, hindi lang po sa iisa i-compare.
Ano bang, pakinig yun, sabi niya na ni Shane. Pero yun bang chapter 6 natin ay katulad ng chapter 5, may pinagbago ba?
Wala po, sir.
Walang pinagbago. Yung procedural or step-by-step procedure na binigay ko, katulad ba or may nabago ba?
Katulad lang po.
Isa nyo. Kaya kung hindi nyo babasahin, hindi nyo papanoodin, hindi nyo iintindihin. Kung basta nyo lang papanoorin, wala kayong magagawa. Hindi nyo maiintindihan yan. Pero kung maglalagay kayo ng ballpen, ng calculator at ang papel sa inyong tabi while pinapanood yung video. Kasi parang nasa O1 lang naman kayo eh. Nagtatanong ba ako si Shane sa O1 nung pinapanood yung video?
Po.
Nagtatanong naman ako sa video recording, di ba?
Opo.
Ano? Panoodin naman ninyo. Sayang naman ng effort ng pagre-record ng O1 kung kayo mismo din yung papanoodin. Ano nga? O siya, sige. Do you have any more concerns? Wala na. O siya, sige. If wala na kayong questions, siguro, aralan nyo na lang yung panoorin nyo naman. Usap na. Sabi ni Shane, usap na naman, katulad ko, napanood ko, napanoorin niyo din naman. Kaya sige, if wala na kayong questions, that would be all for today. Thank you so much and have a blessed day everyone. Ingat kayo.